So take me through the setup of asset accounting.
Yes, yes. Can I explain entire process, right?
Yeah, that's what is needed.
Yes, yes, yes. So basically, first we need to create the chart of depreciation from existing any chart of depreciation. So then we can create the depreciation name. We can change the depreciation name and save. So later, then we can assign the depreciation areas. So as per some standard depreciation areas is there, but based on that, whatever the depreciation areas we required, we can select like book depreciation, income tax depreciation, and book depreciation. Book depreciation is the mandatory, and income tax depreciation and country specific depreciation. So these are all depreciation areas. What and all the depreciation area required, we can activate and save. So these depreciation areas we can assign the chart of depreciation. So this is the basic step. Then coming to chart, specify the account determination. So step by step, specify the account determination means why we can use the specify account determination means. So this is the main key. Later, while user trying to post any kind of transactions, like for example asset sale, we can enter two GLs only. We can update it debit and credit, but system it will automatically another four line items it will be generated. How it will generated means based on the account determination. So here first define the account determination and specify the screen layout rules and number ranges. This is a text field only. So later we can define the asset class. So as per client requirement, as client business having a number of assets, for example land is one kind of asset, buildings, furniture, like that. So how many kinds of assets client having, based on that we can create the asset class. So here we can define while we are trying to create asset class, we are going to assign the account determination and screen layout rules and number ranges. So in asset class, here also we have option how the asset is identified. It is the final asset or AUC asset means there we have a checkbox. If it is a final asset, we can use the no UAC. If it is the asset under construction, we need to select the no AUC. So this is the asset class creation. Then we can define the then we need to create the required GL account, like asset purchase GL account, asset scrap, and asset retirement, profit on sale of asset, loss on sale of asset. These and all, what and all the required GL accounts we can create under FS00. Based on GL account, we can select the GL groups. So later each and every GL account we need to activate. We need to assign on the each and every asset class wise. Under the A190 transaction, we can assign each and every GL accounts. So here account determination is the main key. Once we can assign all the GL accounts, then only it will these GL accounts reflected while transaction posted. Then coming to depreciation methods, as per requirement, like straight line depreciation, written down like declining balance depreciation. These depreciation areas also we can define. So then we need to create specify the account determination in asset class. So here we need specify the account determination in asset class. So each and every asset class wise we need to specify the account determination. That is one step. So later based on the depreciation methods, we need to define the depreciation key. Here depreciation key is the main important. So based on the depreciation key only, later once we can run the depreciation, system will calculate the depreciation on basis of depreciation key. What and all the parameters we can update it. For example, we can create some XYZ depreciation key. In that we need to activate depreciation method, like it is a straight line or written down, and coming to either we want to run the depreciation in main asset or sub asset. So if you want to run the depreciation main asset means we can select 1000, there is some standard. If you want to run the depreciation main asset and sub asset, we can select that 2000. So here we can define the depreciation key. So then these are all the steps. And new asset accounting also, in technical clearing account also we need to create the technical clearing account. That technical clearing account we can assign the documents. There is some path also. There we can assign the technical clearing account. And depreciation areas also we need to assign the accounting principles, because in company running and multiple business area, multiple branches in different countries. So if you want to generate the asset wise report, accounting principles, so local GAAP and IFRS, so not only IFRS, so what and all the country leading ledger wise, if you want to generate the report, we can use the IFRS, and local GAAP wise, if you want to generate, we can use the non-leading ledger. These accounting principles also we need to activate here. And coming to user point of view, AS01 for the asset master data creation. So here, while user trying to create asset master, so we already activated screen layout rules. So under the screen layout, we can define each and every asset class wise, what and all the, while we are creating the asset master, what and all the fields are required. So these restrictions we already happened. So based on that, while we are trying to create, for example, under the asset class, we can try to create an asset master system. It will asking mandatory fields. What and all the fields we mention in required, that fields compulsory we need to activate. Then only it will save. So in asset master AS01, we can update all the fields, and in asset master also we can activate the depreciation key. So based on that, later system it will calculate the depreciation in particular asset. And coming to AS9, AS11, AS01, AS11, so that is sub asset creation also. In under the asset main asset wise, under the main asset we have option to create a sub asset. So this is the process. Then F.91 for the general asset purchase. So here technical clearing account it will be reflected. Basically asset purchase, asset account debit to, vendor account credit to. But based on the technical clearing process, asset account debit to, technical clearing account credit to, and technical clearing account debit to, vendor account credit to. Like that entries is automatically happen. Later when payment done, so why this technical clearing account use means, how we can use GRIR clearing for identify the identify the particular status of the material received or invoice received. These kind of information purpose, here asset accounting also we can use the technical clearing account. Then coming to asset purchase F-91 and depreciation AFAB. So depreciation point of view, that these and all user activities, but compulsory I need to know the entries. Then only based on configuration entries it will be happened or not. So that I am explaining the entries. AFAB for asset depreciation, asset account debit, depreciation account debit to, accumulated depreciation account credit to. Then coming to asset sale, so with customer, customer account debit to, asset sale credit to, asset account credit to, and accumulated depreciation debit to. So here two contra entries updated. So like asset purchase comes under the credit, asset sale comes under the credit, and if you are getting profit on sale of asset, profit on sale of asset comes under the credit. If you are getting loss on sale of asset, loss comes under the credit. Like these four additional entries, it will be happened automatically based on the account determination A190 while we are updating the GL accounts. Then coming to without customer accumulated depreciation account to debit to, loss on scrap on asset to debit to, and asset credit to. And intercompany transfer, like one company code business area, one business area to another business area while trying to post the entries. Old business area asset to credit to, new business area asset to debit to. And depreciation point of view, old business area depreciation, accumulated depreciation debit to, new business area accumulated depreciation new at credit to. And intra-company transfer point of view, same old company code, old business area asset to credit to, new company code, new business area asset to debit to. And accumulated depreciation point of view, so here accumulated depreciation already hold in existing company. So here one more entry, technical clearing, no, intercompany transfer. So that point of view I have small confusion. So intercompany clearing account debit in new company code, new business area. So this is the process. So end-to-end configurations are involved, but maybe based on the client requirement we can add some additional depreciation areas. Hello. 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 So my voice, audio also unmute.
What is FIST and FIMM integrations?
Yes, in FISD and FIMM integration, so in OBYC we need to activate the activated GL accounts. So for example, in BSX we can activate the inventory material. So under the BSX also we can define the different types of material, like material type based on like raw material, semi-finished good, finished goods, whatever material type we can assign at the BSX transaction type under the OBYC configuration. At the same time, WRS transaction type we can assign the GRIR and inventory consumption GBB. So flow, I can explain flow. For once configuration everything it will be completed. So in P2P starts for material requisition acquisition, that time also there is no an accounting entry, and purchase requisition also there is no an accounting entry. But in purchase requisition they will enter all the fields, what and all the material required, so everything they updated. Later once that is MM side, they will raise the quotation from different vendors. Once quotation is finalized from any vendor, they can raise the purchase order. So here purchase order also there is no an accounting entry, but in purchase order they mentioned everything, what and all the material, quantity of material, price of the material, which location they want to deliver, these and all fields they want to update. So later once we receive the material from purchase order, like vendor based on the purchase order, here MyGo transaction it is updated in MM user. So once MyGo transaction updated, it will updated automatically FI level based on the this OBYC configurations. So here inventory raw material account debit to and GRIR clearing account credit to. So this is WV transaction type. And coming to once invoice verified, it means, so here three-way matching process, like purchase order to goods, how many goods received, later based on the goods received to invoice verification. So in invoice verification MyGo transaction and GRIR clearing account debit to and vendor account credit to. So here vendor, how vendor it will update it automatically means in purchase order we can select the vendor name. So based on that, in MyGo transaction vendor updated, WRS transaction GRIR WRS transaction it will updated. Coming to payment point of view, we have a manual payment or automatic payment. So here vendor account debit to, check issue outgoing clearing account credit to. So later while in bank statement received, while we'll updated the EBRS, how entries it will posted means check issue main vendor account debit to, check issue outgoing clearing account, check issue outgoing clearing account main bank account credit to, check issue outgoing clearing account to debit to. So this is the process in manual payment or FBZP. Further we can do the configuration. And coming to FI to SD point of view also, so FI to SD sales GL, how it will pick the sales GL means in VKOA there is a ERL transaction. In ERL we can assign the sales GL account. So once sales order received, there is no accounting entry. In sales order VA01 we can update the sales order. Then coming to VL01 material dispatch. So here material dispatch cost of goods sold account debit to, cost of goods sold or cost of goods manufacturing debit to, inventory finished goods account credit to. So these GL accounts also it will comes under the inventory, comes under the BSX transaction, and COGMS, COGS and COGM comes under the GBB, VBR, ZOF, like based on the required configuration it will updated. And while invoice time customer account debit to sales account, customer account debit to sales account credit to. Same when we receive the customer payment, income in clearing account debit to, customer account credit to. again bank statement verified, entry it will updated, main bank account debit to incoming clearing account credit to. So this is the process. Hello. Hello. Hello.
And what are the asset cutover activities you have performed?
Asset cutover also involved, but full-fledged material involved. So asset cutover point of view also, like once AS91 we can upload the data, and opening balance also we can upload the data. But in S/4HANA, in ECC involved that activities like AJAB, AJW, like open and closing activities, these and all areas. But I didn't involve full-fledged asset cutover activities also, like opening balances. So AS91 only we can update the opening balances. Later they will verify the existing entire all the assets. It will be updated in SAP. These and all areas. Some other my higher level person, they will verify that one. Hello. Hello. I didn't get your name. I don't know how to call you. That DRSAP. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, Deepak, anything on the controlling side?
So controlling also, like recent project I involved. Controlling point of view, recent last project only I involved little bit, like
Recently you are working for which company?
Capgemini.
Which location?
Bangalore Whitefield, Epic 2 building.
How long you were there into Capgemini?
It's almost 20 months.
20 months. Okay.
July, I think July month, July 23.
This is a S4 project. How confident you are into S4?
Yes, I'll ready to fill that requirement. And as per HANA, what and all the, not only an asset, so each and every like GL creation, AC Docker table, and FC revaluation time, what and all new changes happened every areas. I have a good knowledge. So based on that, I will upgrade my knowledge as per your requirement compulsory.
Okay. So thank you so much. Okay. I will share my feedback. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.